Well, here we are. It's February 7th, I think, here in Ohio. Bitter cold out this morning. Got some really high winds and just a little bit more snow last night. And it's a little before 7 o'clock here. Sun's just rising. And I'm getting ready to head down to the farm and put out some more feed and hopefully find some sheds at the spots for feeding. Really, none have fallen yet, but down there, just a couple small ones I've seen, so we'll see. Me and Drake actually found a set yesterday behind the shop and went out to feed, and here's those.
Not big, every time. That's big. What is that? The wide 7? I do. Well, full enough to see her here. We're just talking if you get lucky or not, and could have seen this thing from a mile away. I don't even know where it went. That's a fresh one there.
We have blood on the snow.
Yep, all over there.
No, that's the one Dale passed. That's that goofy racked one that he passed.
Yep, the lopsided egg. We were just talking if there's any bucks back here, and there's the first one of 2026. Good eyes. On the spot.
Having to see it.
You're flying the wall. Thought I'd never see it.
That could be the other side.
I think it is. You want to grab his other, or this one?
I'll just bring it back.
Right,
Right in his bed, look.
Ben right
bed.
under here.
It's not bad. It's not
That's
a
a
bad
tall,
size.
big brow.
Definitely has a curve to it. That's him. Look, right on it. Must got it from his bed.
Walk to the,
Right there. That's definitely him.
bladed too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of character, decent mass to him. That's definitely him.
Yep.
Yep. That's kind of really like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's heavy.
Yeah.
Just a neat buck. They definitely had a drop yesterday or something.
Just barely on top of that bed right there.
Well, nice little surprise today. We weren't expecting that. We've had him on camera a lot. Well, we just got down here, loaded up some corn, got some rack fuel bags. We got a full load here. Got 40 bags of feed and then some rack fuel to mix in with it. Definitely got a little snow down here last night also, so hopefully there's some sheds by the feeders and in the fields. Hopefully not too hard to see, but gonna head back here behind the barns, fill it up first, and then do the other 3 after that, and swap out cameras and swap out the cards and batteries, and hopefully we'll have at least one shed to show for it, but we'll see. They're absolutely hammering this, all these standing cornfields. And they're just going up and down these roads, just destroying them. There is traffic. meal, so just got a couple of the small bags left. I'll top off the corn that I dumped on the ground with, but been feeding this all year, and man, they love it. They've been hammering it. Got protein pellets in there, corn, sunflower seeds, soybeans, molasses, and I think that's it. Yeah, protein pellets. And they've been hammering it this year. Definitely been fun to hunt over here in Ohio, but just gonna top all this off with it here, cover it real good with it, switch out the battery on the black gate there and the SD card, and dry these bottom fields a little bit just to see if there's any fresh ones laying around on top somewhere where they're easy to see down here in these food plots. So. Edge of that cornfield there, and it's so many fresh trails and just really beat down there and ripped down where they've been eating all the corn. Definitely gonna do a lot of checking in there for sheds because they're spending a lot of time in there. They just about got all wiped out, but pretty awesome to see them using that, and we'll definitely be blocking all that before you mow it so we don't catch a shed or something in the tire before you mow it. But just heading up to the next spot here to feed. Maybe we'll get lucky and have a shed up there for us, so we'll see here. Me and my buddy Justin hunted here last weekend on Saturday, second to last day of the Ohio season. We actually had 2 shed bucks come out in front of us, so I know there's some shed deer up here. The one was a pretty nice looking body size, probably 3-year-old, so we'll see here. We just got that spot all fed. This is actually our shot buster right out of there. Well, we just filled up this feeder up here at the Double Man. We got one more to do after this. There's tons of tracks in the corn coming. They're bedding in those woods behind me over there, and they're coming through into the corn feed and then coming to the feeder. So I'm gonna do a loop where the old standing beans were. There's that woods in front of me here where there's trails coming just due in the field. Make sure there's nothing laying out there, and then probably gonna do a loop through the edge of the corn where all the trails come in and out, and then go down the edge of the corn this way in front of me here. Check that, and then go back and do the last spot to fill it up, and then might do another drive down the back side of this corn here to see if there's anything to drop. But they're definitely hammering everything, and it's good to see all this corn that are standing and these food plots getting hammered, because they're definitely not struggling for food. There's plenty up here, so it's great to see. So on to the next one. No easy ones up here when we pulled up the feeder. They have it all destroyed. They got this block all ate out and chunked up. But they got some heavy trails running that way into the cut corn, that way, and then in the center there. And then got the food plot that goes over the hill there and down in there. So we'll drive by all that and check it all here after we fill up the feeder. But it's definitely cold and windy up here. They've been definitely hammering these feed spots for sure. So. And we'll know once we check the cameras when we get home tonight what's still holding. So I'm sure a lot of them are still on the head as they were last week. So get this feeder filled. Just switch the cards and the camera out of the box there and our battery, and then do a quick drive, and that'll probably be pretty much it. So we'll see. There, filled up those feeders and everything, lots of tracks, but no sheds this time. But I'm gonna check these cards later tonight when I get home and see if there's really been any that have really shedded, so that'll help let us know. And it's early anyways, it's only beginning of February, so I wasn't expecting many to be down anyway, but we're just gonna park things here and then start heading home.